Hello Wolfpack, I want to talk about the one bullish argument that I cannot debunk, that basically any analyst cannot debunk. This is the one bullish argument that no matter how hard we try as the bears, right, we cannot actually disprove. And it might very well be the reason that we rallied to new all-time highs on Bitcoin. And that is the fact that historically, if we bring up the bull market support band, it's very simple. We have never actually gone below a place we have held the bull market support band for support. Let me say that again. Historically, we have never gone below a price point in which we previously held the bull market support band for support and continued upwards, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to go over some price points in which we've held it for support, okay? As you can see here, on Bitcoin, the first area in which we held the bull market support band for support was here at around 50 cents, right? 57 cents. We held it for support there. We held it for support, obviously, here at $4.28. We held it for support continuously up here as well at around $9. We held it for support and continued to the upside here. I guess you could say we held it for here. We bounced off of it at around $100. We held it for support at around, let's see, multiple price points here, right? First and foremost was at 350. Second was at 550. Third was at 930. Fourth was at 1,800. The fifth one was at here at around 2,900. You'll notice that all of those support zones came from the run up in 2017, which will constantly retest the bull market support. We held the bull market support band as well at around 8,000 USD here. And we held it at around 10,000 USD here. Okay, the last place we held the bull market for support, held the bull market support band for support, was at 40k, or more precisely at 39k, just below 40k. We held it for support in September 2021. Okay, if we zoom out, we can see every single blue line I have drawn here represents a region in which we held the bull market support band for support. We have never, ever, ever, out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times we've held this bull market support band for support in separate price points throughout history, we have never gone below that line ever historically on Bitcoin. And the reason why this is so interesting is because right now on Bitcoin, we are actually testing the line in which we held for support in September. And so what you could say is that this trend of 12 data points may be continuing on Bitcoin, or you could say that, hey, this trend of 12 data points is getting invalidated right now, and we're going to drop below 40k. If we see a drop below 40k, this, concrete evidence of a strong upwards trend on Bitcoin will be coming to an end. That was perhaps the wrong wording, but however, it is very prominent, right? It is very worth considering how every time we hold this bull market support band for support, we've never historically gone below that price. And so the best place to buy Bitcoin, or one of the best places to buy Bitcoin, is on a successful hold of the bull market support band, right? If that gets invalidated right now, that kind of strategy for investing will not exist in the future because it's an invalidated trend. And so right now, if we bounce off 40k, this trend of us never going below price points in which we've held it for support will continue. And we can assume, if we bounce off this region strongly, we can assume that, hey, we might actually not be dropping below 40k, and we might just continue making higher highs. But that's another question entirely. But the reason why I'm bringing this up right now is because there's nothing I can say to debunk this. We just have to wait and see. And given the fact that Bitcoin is in this descending wedge formation on a longer term scale, if we zoom out on the daily chart, given the fact that this is happening, given the fact that a bounce here is very much possible, not going to say it's likely, not going to say it's unlikely, I'm saying it's very much possible, right? It very well could happen. It does beg the question, if we bounce here, will we just break out to new all-time highs due to the fact that we're testing a region in which we've held the bull market support band for support historically, and we've never gone below a region that we've held historically, the bull market support band, right? It might be a bit complicated. I don't know if I'm explaining this correctly, but I think you guys get the memo here. And so that's why I'm watching the market very closely. I would take a weekly close below 40k as an invalidation of this kind of, I guess you could say, investing strategy slash trend. And so closing weekly candles above 40k is of the utmost importance here on Bitcoin. Now, it is worth noting that if we see a bounce and we break out of this descending wedge formation, that doesn't mean that we're in the clear, we're going to go new all-time highs, right? It could delay the drop below the 40k region, but we'll have to see what happens. The fact of the matter is we're in a very critical time for Bitcoin for this long-term, lifelong Bitcoin trend to continue or be invalidated. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. We'll be keeping an eye on this closely, and I'll catch you in the next one.